Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Scorpio. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your third week of March 2021. And just a quick reminder for you, this is going to be one of those videos where the astrology does influence for much longer than just 1 week. And that's because we're talking about this new moon, which actually occurred today on the 11th, which is why I'm getting these out early. But it's actually influencing for a good few weeks. And so we don't want to assume it's just a one and done kind of 1 weekly thing when it comes to the astrology. The cards are for this week, but the astrology longer. And so what's going on with this new moon? Well, this new moon actually is pretty powerful and pretty potent because it's also conjunct Neptune and Venus. And what's occurring here is that we have the opportunity to physicalize in our experience something that has actually only existed in the etheric, in the realm of fantasy, or things that you are not actually having as a part of your everyday, that have not integrated into your everyday experience, your reality. And that's because with this new moon, the seed of a new beginning conjunct Neptune is allowing something that is already a fantasy or already a dream or already, again, an ideal that you have either on the spiritual or again, just in your own ideals to come into play. Venus is supporting this because Venus is the great attractor, drawing in all of the components, all of the necessary ingredients, right? Material, social, alchemical, to actually make this shift and allow it to come forth and become part of your world. Now, this is actually occurring in your 5th house of love, romance, partnerships, parenthood, as well as anything that you are trying to create or birth yourself, which can go into the realm of creativity. Sometimes, if you're feeling enterprising, it can apply there. But we're actually seeing this shift that allows for this new story to start. Now, with this new moon, this may actually also create a lot of new stories that kind of wipe away or dissolve a lot of old normals in your relationships. Maybe it brings a new way to do partnerships, a new partner opportunity, a new relationship with one of your children. Or yes, a new venue, a new opportunity to actually realize a creative goal or ambition. All of these things are coalescing throughout the course of this 2 weeks. And so you want to make sure that you do not allow yourself to merely sample it. You want to actually lean in and give yourself a chance to grasp it. As we get onto your cards, your spiritual theme of this week is the moon in reverse. And I feel like a lot of you Scorpio people are being asked to really kind of come out in a big way over the course of this week. Whether it's things that you've chosen not to share or engage or be transparent about with people for whatever reason. The moon card reversed is indicating that it's a cloak or a veil that you are keeping around yourself is actually repelling and allowing to pass, and even allowing for the missing of opportunities that maybe keep passing you by. And we have to pay attention, right? If we've been cloaking ourselves, who's going to see us? What's going to find us? How are we going to get there? How do we attract things to our vessel if it's under a cloaking shield? It doesn't work. This is where a lot of you might have to be okay and muster up the courage to step out of the shadows, step out of a cupboard, step out of a closet, however it goes, because the more visible you are and the more coherent that expression of self is when it's true to you, the more this new moon energy is really going to go to work for you. And we've got a lot of beautiful cards for you this week as well. So we want to be seen, however we need to do that. In fact, when it comes to your material shifts, when it comes to your work, your job, and your finances, you have the Nine of Pentacles upright. And I am seeing a lot of you stepping into what feels almost like a complete role shift that might also feel this is not necessarily the best word for it, but almost feels like a bit of a class shift. And it's not the right word, but I'm kind of struggling with that right now, so forgive me. But with the Nine of Pentacles, we are stepping into a complete lifestyle shift. Damn it, too late. A lifestyle shift that is being afforded to you through either an existing income avenue or possibly something that is being dropped at your feet, put on the table, delivered to you. And you're really encouraged with the Nine of Pentacles to take it, because it does look like this is something that, whether it's something you choose to commit to for the short term or the long term, the payoffs and payouts are actually coming very quickly. This is not something you're going to have to wait to see the benefit of or to receive the reward for your efforts with, because with the Nine of Pentacles, we are also closing up a chapter in our life as it relates to our finances, our living situation, or our job that is actually moving us up a step, moving us up a tier, moving us up a role or a status measurement. And what we have here is that with that Nine of Pentacles, it's also, yes, going to be putting you in a position where you are going to want to keep that going and expand it further. But this will come with a lot of interaction with other people. So again, stay visible, stay on the radar so that you can, however that's supposed to work. As we get onto your communications with your friends, your relatives, maybe other people in your life, you do have the Temperance card in reverse. And it does look like there may be a few commitments or a few arrangements or ways of life dissolving around you. Because with the Temperance card reversed, I'm not necessarily seeing people becoming repellent to one another, but it really falls into that sort of division of worlds kind of experience. You're going one way, they're going another. There's no hard feelings. There could actually be even the clearing of some kind of long-standing arrangement, long-standing collaboration, partnership, but it's actually in an encouragement of you. It's kind of like being let out of your security zone, let out of your security blanket, because, your friend or your relative or your boss or whatever is like, look, you can do more. You can actually do better. You're too beautiful. Like that kind of thing. There's this huge push for you to kind of go out and find your own way with that incentive, with that freedom, right? With that Nine of Pentacles kind of success that is being offered to you. It may feel strange. It may feel a bit alien because this is a gift. But I want you to pay attention to where there is also no resistance to this. And how are you going to actually work with the encouragement that's coming your way? Even if it does make you feel nervous, even if it does mean you have to turn on a dime. This is not, I don't see this dissolving being something that dissolves the esteem between all parties involved. It's like you're being... It's like you're getting kicked out of a playpen because you're ready to play in the garden. As we get on to your challenge this week, you've got the Page of Pentacles upright. Getting things into a new kind of order, a new kind of organization around yourself is what you are challenged to do, right? We start physicalizing and commemorating the shifts that are going on with us by adjusting our way of life so that they actually are accommodating and complementary to the changes that we want to have. If you find out that with all of these breakthroughs that are coming through, you have to make some adjustments to when you're available, start maybe redrawing some boundaries around people. You know, the Page of Pentacles is ultimately where we get a chance to start locking new things down so that they are their most secure and that they are their most harmonious and their most abundant, and actually start to grow and mature from that new security. So pay attention to what is showing up this week. How do you start setting things in motion in a way where they stay in motion and they stay on the track that they're getting on? Your challenge with the Page of Pentacles is to not handle things too willy-nilly and to start mitigating where there may be some issues regarding distractions, interference, a bit of, unnecessary chaos, unnecessary steps, unnecessary considerations. Really start harmonizing your field. As we get on to your relationships, love, romance, going into your partnerships area now, you've got the King of Swords upright. And a lot of you Scorpio people are also getting into a space where your romantic lives are starting to flourish, because the bonding that's occurring and the people that you're attracting, it's starting to actually go into into a more diverse, more multifaceted space. It's not going to be so conventionally romantic or sexual, but the bonding is actually occurring with our passions, with our drives, with our, our comforts, right? The things that really get us going. With the King of Swords, I see a lot of you Scorpio people meeting people that actually are maybe, it's almost like meeting somebody at a convention, right? I would totally love to meet somebody at a Lord of the Rings convention. There's, but with the King of Swords, you're getting somebody who's from the same world as you on the inside. We also see somebody coming in where they're actually also going to assist with upgrading and updating a lot of areas of your life that you want to bring into a higher lifestyle, because they have answers that you seek that you might not necessarily think to ask them for. As we get on to your coupled and established Scorpios, the King of Swords is indicating that your partner is also going to start stepping into a space where they are wanting to, and in a very big inclination, to shift the entire relationship, the entire household, family, whatever, into a higher trajectory. And with the King of Swords, they may be actually going on a bit of a personal improvement, self-mastery journey, maybe even refreshing or expanding on their education, really wanting to step into, I guess you could say, their next evolution, their next phase themselves. And they're coming at it with a very strong passion, because it does look like they're also turning this on a lot of their standards as well for the company that they keep, not necessarily in a cavalier way, but maybe making some healthier choices about their own lifestyle, their own way of life, to actually tweak things to be more in alignment with the highest maybe dreams or aspirations that they have as well. And so it's all around a week of major improvements, major quality shifts for you. So that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.